Number one, do we all know what an exchange-traded fund is? Okay, and I'm sure that there's somebody in the room that doesn't want to raise their hand. No, I don't, not really. Okay, and there, excuse me, we could be expanding it here too to a little bit than maybe even some of you who trade them know. First of all, in the old days when they started, when the SPY, which was the first ETF out ever, when that was started, exchange-traded funds started out as baskets of stocks that traded as a single stock. And that's essentially what most of them are today, a basket of stocks that focuses on one theme. The theme is built around an index, and somebody goes out and the fund family goes out and hires somebody with a ritzy name like Goldman Sachs or Dow Jones or one of those guys to create an index for them that focuses on a single theme. And maybe the theme is a sector, or maybe the theme is market cap like the Dow Jones or the S&P 500 or the S&P 400 mid caps or the S&P 600 small caps. So maybe the theme for ETFs is a market cap, or maybe it's growth or value. I know traders don't trade these very often, but if you have a significant other who doesn't like the gut-ripping risk that you go through every day, like my husband's idea of absolutely a painful, nightmarish night is to be in money market funds. You know, he has no risk tolerance. You can look at some of these growth and value, all those, of course, they've been thrown out lately with everything else. But growth and value, it's called style. Some ETFs are style funds, and they focus on growth or they focus on value. Just so, we have many funds now that focus on fixed income. They focus on different bonds. You can look into those for longer term, and it's good to know they're there. Also, now, of course, you can buy a country. You can buy Japan, or you can buy an ETF that focuses, its index is wrapped around the biggest stocks in Brazil. Now, you're not buying the stocks, you're buying the price that keeps moving because of the index and where the index of components moves to. So maybe you're buying Brazil, or maybe you think Japan is going to rise out of the ashes. Actually, everything right about now needs to rise out of the ashes, ourselves included. So there's, as Richard Arms said today, there's a tremendous amount of opportunity. It's where do we get in and take advantage of it. Now, of course, our favorite is the ETFs that are wrapped around sectors. There are indexes of stocks now, of course, that focus on different sectors. Some of them are U.S., some of them are global sectors. You can buy global energy, you can buy U.S. energy. You can buy, I said before, you can buy a country or you can buy regions. In fact, there's one ETF where you can buy the whole world ex the US. Okay, well, which is maybe it's a good idea down the road, not now, because usually we focus on US stuff, and so maybe you want to diversify and do the whole world, or you want to do Europe, or you want to do Asia ex Japan or Asia ex China. There's something for everyone. We can work our way down into currencies. Now you can buy single stocks. These are all single stocks, trade all day like stocks do. If you go to currencyshares.com, you will find it's really a real simple list of about 6 currencies that are traded versus the US dollar. It's a great way to go see where currencies are for the day. That's very simple if you don't have a Forex data. Currencyshares.com. You say, I think the Japanese yen's going higher for whatever your reasons. So you just go to currencyshares.com, and I believe the yen is the FX. Haven't traded well. FXY, I believe. It's just a stock. You can trade the Swiss krona. There's other websites to go to. So you can trade currencies as well. You can trade commodities. Did you know if you're trading the GLD, the market vectors gold, you are actually trading the price of the index of a whole bunch of gold bullion shares. You're not trading gold miners. That's a whole nother one. You're trading the price of actual bullion that's held in a bank somewhere, Barclays or somewhere, Bank of New York, And the gold is sitting there, and you're trading the price of gold bullion as it moves. That's what you're actually buying when you're buying the GLD. You're buying shares in the prices reflected in that index. Just so if you buy the SLV, which is silver, it's the same thing. They've got a whole bunch of silver in a bank, and you're trading the price of that of silver as it moves according to a certain index. So as you see where we're going here, now there is an ETF for literally everything. I mean, there are specialty ETFs. You can go into powershares.com and find a whole bunch of them. You can trade clean energy, and you can trade nano technology, which even though it gets beat up all the time, I suspect it's the wave of the future from what I'm reading in newspapers. They have a nanotechnology fund. Somebody, I can't remember, somebody knows in here. They have a cure for cancer fund or a cancer research fund. They have something. They used to have a human genome. I have no clue what that is, but they had a human genome fund. Oh, for goodness sake. So you see there's something for everyone. Now, if we